The person who can hurt you easily and deeply, willingly or unwillingly, is your spouse because she is so close to you and knows so much about you. So how do you forgive? Your spouse might not be aware that you have been offended. Stop keeping this to yourself, growing resentment, assuming your spouse will know as if your spouse reads your mind. Let your spouse know, darling, you hurt me. What might be an issue to you might not be an issue to your spouse. An apology is not what determines forgiveness. It is wonderful for your spouse to apologize, but not every time your spouse will apologize. Your spouse might fail to apologize because she doesn't see why you are hurt. She is proud. You two have not come to an agreement, or you are partly to blame for what you are accusing your spouse of. You have to resolve in your heart, I will not put my life on hold, waiting for an apology that might never come. Don't force an apology out of your spouse, it will only hurt you more. If you push your spouse to say, "Fine, I'm sorry. Are you happy now?" it will sting you. No apology is better than a forced and fake one. Many spouses expect an apology from their spouse, but find it difficult to say sorry when they are wrong. Review your words and actions regularly. And if convicted that you wronged your spouse, apologize. Apologize even for what you consider your petty offenses. This teaches your spouse how to do it and shows that you are fair. There is a line that says, God hates the sin, not the sinner. Similarly, in marriage, learn to see your spouse in totality. Don't just focus on the wrong your spouse has done and judge him/her based on it. Silent treatment teaches you to stay mad and grow your grudge and pushes your spouse away. Silent treatment is a form of emotional abuse and breeds a negative atmosphere at home. Eventually, you will get tired of it, and when you are ready to talk to your spouse, you might find you two have done permanent damage to your connection, and you two have drifted too far apart. It is normal to struggle to forgive. Ask God to work on your heart and lift the weight of offense. You will be reminded of how God has forgiven you, and you will extend the same grace to your spouse. Talk about the offense to your spouse calmly and discuss what specific things you two can do so that it is not repeated. This makes you feel heard, addresses the root cause of the offense, offers a solution and not just a reaction to the offense, builds your spouse's capacity to love you and is future-driven. When you seek revenge, you unleash the monster in you. Tit for tat has no place in marriage. When you revenge, you give your spouse too much power to change you for the worse, and you complicate things by adding to the list of things you two have to forgive. Restrain from telling your spouse, you are the devil's agent in this marriage. Once you start seeing your spouse as an ally of the enemy, you will see your spouse as your enemy. It is difficult to forgive an enemy. Even if you don't feel like it, push yourself to forgive by telling your spouse, I forgive you. When you speak it, you become it. Saying this will also show